welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a foundation routine. Now this one is not going to be your everyday foundation routine. As you can see, my skin looks, at least I think, it looks flawless. I'm going to be going through a couple products that I use for achieving a very flawless base foundation. And I personally go for a look like this, obviously not every day. I definitely do this more likely when I'm filming or if I'm doing something at night or if it's a special occasion. I will definitely like amp up the makeup. I'm going to be talking about two foundations. The one that I use in the tutorial is actually the Hourglass Vanish foundation stick. This is amazing. I have dry skin and I was kind of nervous to try it out just because like a stick foundation just sounds really skeptical. I just feel like it would cling to dry patches and stuff, but I just feel like foundation and having something flawless starts with the prep of the skin regarding moisturizing and your primers and stuff like that. I love this foundation. I recommend it to anyone who is looking for a full coverage look. I even know people who have normal to combo to even oily skin use this and it looks amazing. And they may just have to like set it a little bit more with powder, but it really is an amazing buildable full coverage foundation. Now Hourglass is a little bit more on the expensive side, so I will recommend you a drugstore alternative. This is the L'Oreal True Match foundation. I love this for nighttime looks. It doesn't flash back. It looks so good on the skin. It doesn't even look like foundation, which is why I always go for it. And it's kind of like a cult classic, so you can definitely never go wrong picking this up for yourself. If you guys want to see how to get this look, then definitely keep watching. I'm going to start off with the SMASHBOX Primer Water. This stuff is super hydrating and just a really good first step to prep the skin for some heavy makeup. So I started off with the Burberry Luminous Fluid Base, and this one's a little bit more sheer, not as luminous as I wanted it to be, especially because we're going to be using a heavier foundation. I really want that luminosity to shine through. So I ended up switching over to the BECCA Backlit Primer, which is incredible, you guys. Not to mention it's a lot cheaper than the Burberry one, so I would just skip over the Burberry one and just use the BECCA one because it is way better. I know, right? When you thought I was done with using primers, I use another one. But this one is going to be a smoothing one. I'm telling you guys, this is what you gotta do to get that flawless airbrush look. And I just put this all over my T-zone, mainly where I have like larger pores, and I fill it in. It kind of reminds me of Professional, but I like it a lot better. And then here I am picking out which foundation to use. We are going to take my tried and true Sigma F80 brush. I've had this one for years and I have not replaced it because it's such good quality and it's amazing. But what I like to do is buff the foundation into my skin. It is a very creamy consistency, so it is very easy to blend, but I just feel like the Beauty Blender takes a little longer with this certain consistency, so that's why I use the brush. Just to make the process go a little bit faster and buff the product into my skin. And then I'm going to take my damp Beauty Blender and push the product into my skin. So as you can see, I just go all over my skin and just bounce the little Beauty Blender all over my face. Onto correcting and concealing, I'm going to use my Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector, and I just did a video on how to cover my dark circles. So I will just leave that listed down below. It's a very in-depth video. I go into the whole process of how I do that. So here I'm just using the Beauty Blender. I did go a little overboard with the concealer on accident. This is the Makeup Forever HD Concealer and it is very full coverage. I took way too much and put it on my face, but luckily with the Beauty Blender, that product is amazing because it will allow you to pretty much use as much concealer as you want, but it will never apply so cakey. So as you can see at the end of this whole tutorial, everything is gonna look very blended and seamless and it'll all look good in the end. So I promise you right now, I kind of look like a hot mess, but in the end, it'll look good. taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I try not to use this that much, but I feel like when you are working with super full coverage products, the loose powder really helps a lot kind of lock in all of the liquids, and not only that, it'll also just kind of hold down everything. So I like to use that first just to set everything, and then I use the Charlotte Tilbury powder. I will have this one listed down below. I can't exactly remember what it's called, but it's very good. I only use it when I am wearing a full face of makeup. The last step is to definitely set your face with some sort of setting spray. This will lock in all of the products and make it look a lot more seamless and actually a little bit more natural and not too cakey. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later.